If you've ever asked yourself, can I actually afford to retire? This video is for you. One of the most important steps in answering this question is knowing where your money is going right now. Not what you think you spend or what your bills should be, but the actual numbers. That clarity is everything when you're trying to make decisions about your future. In this video, I'm sharing my real life monthly expenses, what I spend, how I budget, and why keeping things simple works for me. These are just my numbers. Your numbers might look totally different depending on where you live, what your priorities are, and what a happy, comfortable life looks like to you. But the point isn't to copy my budget, it's to start paying attention to your own. If you're thinking about retiring or shifting to part-time work or just simplifying your lifestyle, tracking your expenses is the first step. And if you need help with that, I've linked the same budgeting tools that I use in the video description below. I think there's this misconception that managing money means living in restriction or constantly hustling to make more. But for me, what actually brought me peace and even a sense of abundance was simplifying. I've lived in big houses, I've had seasons of chaos and clutter, but now I live in a one-bedroom apartment and it's more than enough. I don't have to mow a yard, which would mean having to buy a lawnmower or having to pay someone to do it for me. I don't have to shovel when it snows or even replace appliances when they quit. I really enjoy the freedom that renting gives me with time and expenses. My apartment doesn't have central air or in-unit laundry, and I'm okay with that. I knew I wanted something with character, so I chose a historic building with hardwood floors and a big window with a view. At this stage in life, I don't need more space or more stuff. I just wanted freedom. Freedom to travel, to work on what I love, or to take long walks and spend time with my kids and grandkids without feeling stretched financially. Keeping my lifestyle simple isn't about sacrifice. It's about making room for what really matters. I try to be intentional with where my money goes. If I do buy something, I make sure it's intentional, that it's something that I will enjoy or have a purpose for. The most important thing I feel I do with my money is track it, all of it. I know where every dollar goes, not because I'm rigid, but because it gives me a peace of mind. I don't like surprises when it comes to money. Here's how my monthly expenses break down. My rent is $1,375. The only utility I have is electricity, and that's $50 a month. I drive a paid-off 2015 Mazda, and my car insurance and renter's insurance is bundled together at $130 a month. Personal property tax on my car is $140 a year, and maintenance and repairs, I spend about $400 a year. So combined, that would average about $44 a month. Gas for my car is typically $75 a month. My phone, internet, and iPad with cellular data all bundled together is $150 a month. Health insurance through the marketplace is $150 a month. The subscriptions I pay for are $80. That includes Spotify, Apple Storage, and a few other streaming services. I don't have a washer and dryer in my apartment, but we do have shared laundry in the basement that's kind of like a laundromat, so I spend $50 a month for laundry. In total for the year for clothing is $600 for the whole year. That would be updating my wardrobe and new shoes when they wear out, so that's around $50 a month. Groceries and household expenses, I spend roughly $700 a month. That includes food, cleaning supplies, and anything I need for everyday life. I do have my dog Louie, so pet supplies and insurance is $100 a month. I set aside $600 a month for travel and entertainment, and if I don't use it all one month, it rolls over into the next and save up for bigger trips and bigger experiences. So all of that combined is roughly $3,600 a month. Tracking my expenses this way has helped me stay confident in my ability to manage my money. I never wonder where my money went at the end of the month. I already know. I think a lot of people hear the word budget and immediately think of restriction or giving things up. But for me, budgeting has never been about sacrifice. It's been about freedom through choice. I've tried the more is more lifestyle and it left me drained financially and emotionally. Choosing a simpler life has actually opened up more opportunities, not fewer, because I'm not tied down by debt or chasing after the next big thing. I've been able to build a life around what matters most to me. Living simply means I get to say yes to the things that I care about: travel, creative work, and meaningful experiences without second guessing whether I can afford it. I don't wonder about where my money is going, and I don't have guilt about spending because I know what I value and have already made space for it in my budget. Your budget should reflect your values. It's not just about paying bills, it's a way to design your life intentionally. That's why I make room for things that light me up, like travel, museums, activity with my grandkids, because joy has a place in the budget too. And when you shift your mindset from what do I have to cut out to what do I want to make more room for, everything changes. It becomes less about restriction and more about alignment. You don't need to have everything figured out to begin. You don't need a perfect plan or a financial advisor or a high income to get control of your money. You just need to start where you are. And the first step is awareness. Not cutting, not stressing, not rearranging everything overnight, just noticing and tracking where your money is going right now. Look at what you're spending your money on each month. When I first started tracking every dollar, I wasn't trying to micromanage my life. I just wanted to understand it. That simple habit of checking in once a week helped me stop the cycle of wondering, where did all of my money go? And instead start asking, is this how I want to be spending it? And this isn't about perfection. Some months I do overspend, and some months unexpected expenses pop up. But now I have a system that gives me clarity, and that clarity gives me options. I created my budgeting and expense tracking tools because I wanted something that felt doable, not intimidating, and not overwhelming, just simple and effective. So, whether you're living on one income, navigating retirement, or building something new from the ground up, it's never too late to get organized and intentional with your money. Thank you so much for watching.